mastered my new track that I put out today. My new single. It's called "Used to Care," and I'm live on Instagram. Hi, Facebook and YouTube. How are you? Hi, Instagram. How are you? I'm live on Instagram right here, and I'm live on Facebook and YouTube right here. Anyway, hi, Kevin here from Test Tube Audio is on Instagram. He mastered "Used to Care." Hi, David. How are you? Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can see anybody. Okay, if you are on Facebook or YouTube, please type a comment for me because I haven't, whoa, clearly I haven't gone live anywhere in a really, really long time. So I'm trying to remember how to do this. Mom life, you just don't go live. You just don't go live very often. It's just not what you want to do. Your kid wants to grab the phone and no, it just doesn't work. So if you're here, would you please say your name and where you're talking to me from? I'll start. I'm Aubrey Logan and I'm in Austin, Texas. Oh, and also tell me what you ate for breakfast. I ate scrambled eggs. What did you eat for breakfast? And where are you? And what's your name? Those three things. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm seeing some Facebook comments. Craig is here from the Winnipeg Jazz Orchestra in Canada. Thabong is here from Durban, South Africa. I want to go there. I've never been there. Let's see. Who else do we have joining us? P. Parkman. Hi. How are you? H. Valiant has joined us. And yeah, we got a lot of good folks here. Hi, everybody. Okay. So Louboutins is still my absolute favorite. Oh, hi, Lisa from Austin too. And she had oatmeal. I live in Austin too. Let's see here. Silicon Valley, you had cereal. David he is in Amarillo, Texas. We have somebody from Amsterdam, Jazz and Wine. Jazz and Wine. Sign me right on up. You're in Amsterdam. And then James is in the UK. That is cool. All right, guys, I released a new song today. You probably knew that already because you guys are the best. But I released a new song today. It's unlike anything I've ever released before. There's several reasons why. Oh, my cat's here. Hi, Rosie. There are several reasons why. Here, Instagram. See Rosie. Say hi to Rosie. There she is. She's funny. She's really funny. She has an attitude. She's a cat. That's how it works. So I've never released a song like this before. The song is called "Used to Care." It's out everywhere today. Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer, Tidal, Pandora, Bandcamp, everywhere. It's everywhere. MySpace, whatever, I'm sure. So I released a new song today, and it's unlike anything I've ever released before in that, first of all, I didn't release it under the jazz category. Don't worry, everyone. I'm still a jazz artist. Jazz means a lot of things. I digress. It's under the soul genre. Soul. 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 Which also kind of means a lot of things, too. Tell me what you think soul means to you. But to me, it's just like it's got Motown roots. The song is, it kind of has a nice little this step touch kind of groove. There's real singing involved. I think that qualifies as soul. It's sort of like a 1960s Motown vibe. You would get text on your phones. Remember that, David? I don't remember that at all. I forgot all about it. It's unlike that. It's unlike anything else I've released in that I wrote it in a day. I sat down and wrote the song in one day. That makes it unique for me. I'm actually releasing another song later in the next 6 months or so or less that I also wrote in a day. But this is very unusual. It usually takes me a long time to write songs. It's also, yeah, and there's a gospel feel to it, Kim. Kim says, I thought gospel. Yes, for sure. Again, gospel is a groove. Well, gospel means, the good news. But in music, it kind of means, like there's this particular groove involved, which the drummer Dave Johnstone. He totally nailed it. And then the other, but unrelated to the genre, unrelated to the style of the song, unrelated to how long it took me to write it. The reason it's unlike anything I've ever released is because it's incredibly personal. I also it's the first song I wrote after having my son. And how am I? G Santiana asks, how am I doing? I'm doing really well. Very happy. I released the song after my son was born. Or excuse me, I wrote the song after my son was born. I didn't release it until today. And the song, when 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 I became a mother, everything changed. That's very cliche to say. Uh, and I immediately just had this thought, like, I don't want to sing on stage ever again. Don't worry, I have and I will and I do. I don't care about my career anymore. Don't worry, I kind of care about it still, but we'll get into that. And I still am going to make music for the rest of my life, for sure. And I had these feelings of like, oh no, how will I ever have momentum again? I'm career momentum, and I don't want to. I love my son. I'm obsessed with him. I don't care about anybody else or anything else in the whole wide world. Moms, dads, have you ever felt like that? Especially with your firstborn? If you have a secondborn, which I don't, I imagine it's like just as exhausting, but maybe less emotionally jarring than the first one. I feel like if we had a second child, it would be like, okay, we're not sleeping. We know what that's like, but at least we're not like, it's going to be like this forever, you know? And so my husband and I were kind of sitting looking at each other going, we're different people. We're different people forever. We will never be the same. And I know you all have felt that way. So I wrote that song, and the lyrics are, I used to care about my reputation. I used to care to gain some fame. You know, I lived in Hollywood for a while, and my whole life's purpose, I felt like, was to become the best singer, the most famous Hollywood star, triple threat singer, actor, singer, dancer, songwriter, trombone player, not dancer, in the whole world. And, you know, many things happened to show me, you know, Hollywood is the idea of it, rather, not the actual place. The actual place is pretty fun and scuzzy and has great food. But the idea of it was so, you know, people told me, you're going to be famous one day. And then I took that upon myself to, as like a job. Like, I'm going to disappoint everyone if I don't. Shocker, it didn't happen. Well, not the way that, you know, not the way that I thought it would. I have all you guys, and I know all of you guys, and you all, praise God, know who I am. And that's really awesome to me. And I'm very, very grateful. Oh, Lenny says, listening to the song, great vibe, girl. Wow, your voice is so clear, unlike anything I've heard you sing in a great way. Thank you. Thank you. So I wrote this song about all these feelings I was having as a new mom, kind of going, I used to kind of care. Again, cliche, I used to care all about my own self. I used to care all about my own gain. And it's not, there's nothing like having a kid to say, hey, guess what? Somebody needs you more than they need anybody else in the whole world. And you don't really have any needs. And this person has needs. So you're the only one who loves them more than anybody in the world. So you're taking care of them. So I wrote the song about that. Meanwhile, I didn't know my dad had pancreatic cancer yet. He didn't know yet. Well, he felt a little symptom, but hardly any. And unfortunately, if you've been there, you know that kind of cancer doesn't present itself in symptoms until it's usually too late. So I'm dealing with all these emotions with my son, becoming a mom, and kind of going, okay, I got to get out of this selfish mindset that I used to have in being this big star and doing everything I can to like be the best artist ever. And I need to take care of my kid, which I love to do. Goodness gracious. And then I realized, okay, everybody pander to me because I'm the mommy now, and I need some, you know, you all need to take care of me while I take care of my kid. And then all of a sudden we find out, while I'm writing this song, Dad's got pancreatic cancer. So now it's, wait a second. I have the most beautiful thing in the world here in a new baby. And now my very best friend who raised me is going to go to heaven really soon, which he did about 10 months ago. And so I'm writing this song in the midst of all of that. I didn't want to really share, I didn't feel like sharing all the things that were going on at the time with you guys on social media. It's very personal, it's very hard, it's very ugly to walk through watching someone go through cancer. It's a lot of people complain about their lives, and I didn't want to come across as I was complaining about my life on the internet. Um, I don't, I don't think the internet is for that. I mean, whatever. That those are all the things that were going through my head, and I didn't really know how to say it to you guys at the time. So that's why I wrote the song. I feel inarticulate even right this second. Welcome to real life, says Mel Carpenter. Hi, Mel. How are you? Yeah, welcome to real life. It's really good to get yourself into real life after you've been in the big Hollywood fakeness for a long time. I'll admit. It's really good for you. It really is. Anyway, I feel very inarticulate when I speak. I always kind of have. It's why I tell jokes a little much. It's why I insert my foot in my mouth a lot. I don't, however, feel as inarticulate when I write a song, mostly because I proofread it. So I wrote this song. I wrote this song about, as Mel Carpenter says on Facebook, real life. And I hope you can relate, whether you're a mother or not. I hope you can relate to my new song, Used to Care. Hope you listen to it. Listen to it on, again, anywhere that you listen to music. I'm not going to name all the places. And Stefan says, losing a father, there are no words. You're absolutely right. And so the song, the second verse talks about, I used to care to please the whole world, but now my whole wide world is right in front of me. I used to care to please my mom and dad. Now I see how all their love is a guarantee. So that part of the song in the second verse was me starting to relate to my parents in a way that I never had because I wasn't one. So there is some sort of like, wow, mom, thank you for what you did for me. Once you actually become a mom, you start to really appreciate your mom. So happy Mother's Day early, everybody. Then there's the trombone solo in the middle of the song, which you guys actually voted on a mute. I was playing the solo. I did a post a while back while I was recording the song where I played the song on the horn open, and then I played it with a cup mute, and then I played it with a straight mute. And I asked you guys to vote. Overwhelmingly, you all voted on the straight. No, excuse me, the cup mute. It had the most attitude, and the song is this like gospel soul Motown R&B vibe. So it needed a little bit of swag. So there's a trombone solo in there. You all voted on the mute to use. It's in. It's a cup mute. Then after that part, the lyrics say, I kind of tied dad into it. I actually, again, I started writing the song the day before I realized I knew my dad had cancer, the day before he knew. And I just started to know, like, I have my own child and I also want to be there for my parents. And there's a time in your life when you realize that. And so I realized that while I was writing this song. And the lyrics are, I'm putting baby clothes in boxes already when your kid's like 4 months old and you're getting sad. And then the lyric is, I'm looking out for mom and dad, which is something that just kind of happens to us at some point. I came across some older photos of when I used to care for what I used to have. And that's the part where, do I miss the good old days? I mean, it's not that I miss them, but I have this new gratitude for them. And so thank you guys. Thank you for the support on the new song. I just wanted to kind of come on here and talk to you and tell you why I'm excited about it, why it's different. And if you're an Instagram person or a TikTok person, which I apparently am, please use the song, take the track of the song, and use it as background photos to your Mother's Day posts this year. That would help me a lot. Tag me in it. I'll share it if you have a public profile. If you have a private one, I can't, but it still helps. So I appreciate it. I have a dry cough. Also, you're a YouTube only person, John. That's great. Tomorrow, which brings me to my next point. Tomorrow, the YouTube video comes out. Many of you sent me footage of adorable kids, your adorable kids. The music video features your kids if you sent me those videos. And it will come out on YouTube tomorrow, the full official music video. I edited it myself. And it's beautiful footage of your kids and my kid. So I am suffering from allergies. Who else is? And yeah, so I really, really am excited about the video tomorrow, which will be out. I'm releasing my first Vimeo. No, not Vimeo. Vivo channel. I've never had a Vivo channel. So tomorrow, apparently, I'm going to have a Vivo channel. So I think it's going to be the same channel as my regular YouTube channel that you're watching on right now, if you're watching from YouTube. Or it might not be. I don't actually know. We'll have to see. I'm new to a lot of things. I'm new to releasing a song like this, and I'm new to releasing Vivo. So I'm learning a lot right now. I'm new to like you guys sharing the song on Instagram as a background music to your photos, which apparently I want you to do. And I'm new to having a toddler. So I'm new to a lot of things right now. I'm new to grief. So many things that are new. But yeah, so I really am. My cat is also pregnant. No, she's not, but she's just fat. You know, she lives the good life. She's 12 years old. Come here, Rosie. Rosie, come here. They want to see you. She'll come when she wants. You know, cats. They do what they want and only what they want. So anyway, new to all this stuff. But thank you for listening to Used to Care. It's out everywhere today. The video will be out tomorrow. Share it with your mom. Post your mom on Mother's Day and put the song as your background music on your TikToks and on your Instagrams and on your apparently you can do it on Facebook too. Maybe YouTube? I don't know. Yeah, love you guys so much and thank you. It's a big day for me. And I will see you guys